Nowhere was the fear more damaging than in Hollywood.
We went to the movies all the time. Everybody did. And we got a lot of what we felt about our country and about right and wrong and being a good American or being honest or courageous from the movies.
With so much publicity about America's dream factory coming under the influence of communist agents, the House Committee on Un-American Activities had a target.
Are you a member of the Communist Party? Or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
It's unfortunate and tragic that I have to teach this committee the basic principles of Americanism.
That's not the question. The question is, have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
I am framing my answer in the only way in which...
Stand away from the
stand. I have written for Americanism for many years, and I shall
stand away from the stand.
Fight for the Bill of Rights.
Hundreds of witnesses were called to testify on communist influence in Hollywood. They were asked not only to account for their own political activities, but to inform on their friends.
There will be no demonstrations.
It was scary. It was very, very scary. And I was 19, and I took the fifth in front of the committee. Being an informer and placing your fellow actor, or fellow friend, fellow director in jeopardy meant that that family didn't work anymore. So that taking that step was about the worst thing that you could do to anybody.
The studios kept lists of so-called political undesirables and refused to hire them.
They had the black list, the gray list, the if list, the maybe list, the they know who list. I mean, it was unbelievable.
At the height of the Red Scare, a rumor on the streets or a mention in the gossip columns could close down a career.
Lives were ruined, people were driven to suicide, people were driven out of the country. I think the results in this town were really devastating.
Lee Grant won an Oscar nomination in 1951, but then after speaking out at a funeral of a friend who she said had been hounded, she was blacklisted.
I mean, I remember, you know, like the floor just rushing out from under me and my heart going down and saying, that's it, you know, that's it.
Ms. Grant didn't work in Hollywood again for 14 years. Army veteran Carl Reiner was working on Broadway.
Somebody actually came to my house, an FBI guy, and said, do you know if there are any communists in show business? And I said, oh, there must be lots of them, because they're all over the place. Do you know who they are? No. I said, you guys, FBI, you find them. You know, I don't know who they are. They're not going to tell me. I mean, I was being funny, but I was also scared shitless.
I am not a communist and never have been a communist.
Between 1947 and 1952, the loyalty of 3 million Americans was investigated by the FBI.
I am not and never have been a communist.
People from all walks of life were called before congressional committees. Baseball heroes, union leaders, school teachers, diplomats.
I am not and never have been a member of the Communist Party.
In an atmosphere of suspicion, the Cold War set Americans against Americans.